Hey guys, Mitchell Gonzales, the bearded realtor here. Have you been thinking about making a move to Boulder and you're not sure if it's the right city for you? Well, you're in luck. In this video, I'm going to talk about why Boulder may not be the right city for you. So let's hang out. Hey guys, Mitchell Gonzales, the bearded realtor here. If you've seen one of my videos before in the past, welcome back. If this is your first time checking out one of my videos, make sure you click the subscribe button below and your notifications so that you get a notification every time that I post a video, as I post weekly videos all about living in and moving to the Denver area. Along with that, as much as I love making these videos, I love helping people with their real estate needs even more. So you'll see my phone number, my email come across the bottom. If you have any questions about real estate, make sure you give me a call, shoot me an email. I'm available 24/7 to assist. So with that being said, Happy New Year, everyone. If you're seeing this at the beginning of the year, hope everyone had a safe, fun New Year's. Quick Broncos update. If you haven't heard, Nathaniel Hackett did get fired from the Broncos. While I am never one to hope for someone to lose their job, just know his salary is guaranteed, so he will be getting paid like $4 million a year the next 3 years to not coach the Broncos. That's probably like my dream job, aside from being a realtor, obviously, is my main dream job. But getting paid $4 million to do nothing, I don't feel too bad for him. So there are hopes on the horizon for our Broncos. Sean Payton, please come save us. If not, Sean, maybe, Jim Harbaugh. But with that being said, let's talk about Boulder. So if you are thinking about moving to Colorado, typically there are two cities that pop up in people's minds right away. First one, obviously, being Denver. The other one being Boulder. And those are two drastically different cities, like night and day difference. So on this video, I'm going to talk about Boulder, and I'm going to talk about why Boulder might not be the best option for you to move to. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying Boulder is an amazing city. So I love Boulder, would definitely move there. But there's, I'm going to go over some of the pros and cons and why it might not be number one. So I work with a lot of out-of-state buyers, and a lot of them do start off with Denver and Boulder. And I'll tell you guys, more often than not, they're not actually looking to move into those specific cities. They're just the cities that they know of, and they start learning about some of the surrounding cities and why those might be a better option. So, but just to tell you guys a few things about Boulder, it is located like right on the foothills. It is absolutely beautiful. Depending on where you are, you might actually be in the mountains, but you have unbelievable views. It's known for being a college campus. That's where CU is, and it's one of the most beautiful college campuses in the nation. So unbelievable. You're going to have a lot of good restaurants there. You're going to have a lot of beautiful homes, a lot of beautiful attached homes. The shopping is great. So there's a lot of great reasons why you'd want to move to Boulder. It's about a population of about 106,000. So it's pretty large population for its size, and it's about a half an hour from downtown Denver. So those are some of like the main things Boulder has going, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on some of the reasons why it might not be the best city for you. So let's hang out. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is just the cost of housing. So if you're checking out this video, there's probably a chance that you are interested in the real estate market. And so this is a very important one, because if you're going to move to Boulder, you got to be able to afford a house in Boulder, right? And so first thing is, I'm going to base these numbers off of a single family home. The cost for a single family home in Boulder, you're looking at about $1.37, $1.38 million is the median price. The average price of a single family home, you're looking at over $1.6 million. So very expensive homes. Now, just to give you some ideas of some of the surrounding neighborhoods or cities, these are all within like 20 minutes of Boulder. If you're looking at Louisville, which is literally like 10 minutes east of Boulder, you're looking at a median home price of about $937,000. So over $400,000 less than Boulder. Lafayette, you're looking at about $880,000. Erie, you're looking at about $775,000 median home price. And Broomfield, which once again, 15-20 minutes from Boulder, you're looking at about $685,000 median home price to live in Broomfield. So with that being said, I mean, your dollar is going to go a lot farther in your home search if you're willing to go to one of the surrounding cities outside of Boulder. Now, there's a couple different types of buyers in my mind. If you're the type of buyer that location is number one on your list, more so than the type of home, then Boulder very well still might be for you, because there are still a lot of beautiful homes there. If your budget's higher, then you can definitely get a absolutely unbelievable home in Boulder. You're just going to be spending a little bit more money. So if you're the type of person that you prioritize having a nicer home and you're not as concerned about being really close to the mountains, being in Boulder, then one of the surrounding cities might be a better option for you. My next thing is that it's a very congested city. So Boulder, it's not a huge demographic area. And a lot of the population is kind of condensed in one general area within a few miles of each other. So like I said, the population, you're looking at about 106,000 people in Boulder. So that makes it very congested, which means that if you're the type of person that wants maybe a bigger lot, there's not a ton of big lots for single family homes. There definitely are some, but there's not a ton of them. You're looking at a lot of attached dwellings, so you're looking at a lot of condos, townhomes, types of things, and if that's for you, then that's totally great. And I know that is typical city living, where if you want a condo, then you can definitely get an unbelievable condo in Boulder for that price point. Along with that, the congestion it creates a lot of traffic within the city. So even though the city of Boulder might not be huge, if you get stuck on, say, 28th Street at the wrong time of the day, it could literally take you like a half an hour to get from one end of the city to the other. So a lot of congestion. It's obviously very touristy friendly. A lot of people, they'll travel there and they want to see Boulder. So you might get some additional congestion from tourists and a lot of people that are commuting into Boulder just because they bought a home in one of those surrounding cities that we just talked about. That can also create some congestion. But once again, if you're the type that likes the action and you're not afraid of, some congestion, some traffic, maybe you don't want like a single family home, you're looking for a condo, then Boulder might be for you. But if you are looking for something that's a little lower, not as congested, then surrounding cities might be a better option. So along with that, Boulder, it's expensive. So you're looking at higher home prices. Fuel prices might be higher, your food might be higher. So everything's just a little more expensive there. And I think that just comes with the territory of, just being in a more expensive, more desirable city. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the climate. So as I've said in like every other video, not all of them, but a couple of them, 300 days of sunshine a year. So today I'm filming, it's debatable if it's one of the three. It's been pretty cloudy all day, but it looks like the sun is starting to come out. So today might sneak into one of those 300 days. So Boulder and most cities in Colorado, they do experience all 4 seasons, which is great. Like myself, I appreciate all 4 seasons. There are some that I like more than others. I won't tell you which ones because I'm not a huge cold weather person. So this current season might not be my favorite, but it does experience all 4 seasons. So if you want that, then Boulder's great. But along with that comes with, when it does snow, Boulder's snow removal is historically not the best. So a lot of times they don't like using salt on their streets, their sidewalks. So if you have trouble driving in the snow or walking through it, just know it might take Boulder a little longer for the snow to clear out in comparison to some of the surrounding cities. Along with that, they have had their history of floods. Now, it's not like it's going to flood all the time. I'm talking like once every, 10, 15 years where it's actually something that does damage, but it does happen. With it being right along the foothills, it can get windy at times and can get hail, but once again, that can happen in surrounding cities. But the climate is definitely things to be leery of, especially if you're not the best at driving in the snow. So the next one I'm going to talk about is, it is a college town. So it's one of the things that's most well known for. Like I said, population of 105,000, about 30,000 of those are college students. So depending on where you live, I mean, you could very much be in that college environment. A lot of pride for our buffs and everything. So just know that you are living in a college town. So if you come in and you're a CSU Rams fan, don't be wearing any of your green hoodies because it won't be acceptable. So it's a college town. So, and the last thing is, this one might sound ridiculous, but Boulder is environmentally conscious. And so if you're the type that you have like a big truck or a big vehicle, it could be difficult for you to get around in Boulder. So I've had, people tell me like it's not easy. I mean, I had a truck for a while and I did not like going to Boulder because I knew it was going to be tougher to find a parking spot. It's very much made for more electric vehicles, more compact vehicles. So that is something to be cautious of, that it is not really accommodating to bigger vehicles. So those are kind of some of the main few reasons why I feel Boulder might not be the right city for everyone. Like I said, it is an unbelievable city. It is obviously for a lot of people, 105,000 people. So, I mean, it's definitely a great city, but it's always good to weigh the pros and cons and decide if being right in Boulder is the right decision for you, or maybe it's better for you to be in one of the surrounding cities and make the easy commute into Boulder. All right, you guys, thank you for checking out this video. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about Boulder in this video. Hopefully it helped you decide if Boulder is right for you or if one of those surrounding cities is better. Maybe it didn't help you decide, but maybe it at least answered a few questions for you. Definitely appreciate for checking it out. If you haven't had a chance already, make sure that you subscribe to my page as I post weekly videos all about living in and moving to the Denver area, the Boulder area, kind of this whole Metro Front Range area. If you have any additional questions about real estate, make sure you call. That's my cell phone, my email. I personally answer all my phone calls, all my emails. You're not going to get an assistant or anything. So hope everyone has a great day. Bearded Realtor, signing off.